Alright, hello. Alright, let's just do it. Hello everybody, I am Brayden. I am the new guy at Greenlight. You might have seen some of the random little social posts I've been making lately, or you might have seen me in the shop. Disney announced so much stuff this morning, but I'm just going to focus in on the Marvel stuff, as well as a little bit of the Star Wars stuff. The Marvel stuff is the big stuff. A lot of the MCU stuff, they just announced big investors meeting, what they've got on the slate for the next 3 years. They did exactly that. Kevin Feige just went nuts. So this is all the stuff that he showed. And I want to tell you guys what you should be reading in preparation for all of this stuff. So let's get right into it. Disney Plus's WandaVision, they revealed a final trailer and announced that it is coming to Disney Plus January 15th, which is like scarily close. I'm super excited for this personally. The stuff that they're doing in television like style is crazy. But what you guys should be reading in the lead up to this is not only House of M, just so you understand how freaking powerful Scarlet Witch is. You should also read the complete Vision collection. We actually have copies of it. We try to keep them in stock at the shop, but it is Christmas, so pop these on order. If we don't have them in stock, we'll definitely try and get them in for you. Vision, the complete collection. It's a big fat trade paperback. And House of M, super cool story, massive Marvel Universe crossover stuff. You get to see how crazy Wanda is and how strong she is. Really exciting to see how far they're gonna push it in the MCU. Jumping off from WandaVision, Doctor Strange 2 or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Teased that they're doing a bunch of stuff for that. Wanda's gonna be a big deal in it as Scarlet Witch. Their whole multiverse popping and everything is gonna be crazy. So if you're after multiverse stuff, you definitely have to read Secret Wars if you haven't read it already. Secret Wars 2015. The old ones, some of them are good, but 2015 is the one where they merge all their alternate universes together into their main universe. How you get Miles Morales in the main universe. It's great fun. It's absolutely bonkers, world-turning events. And you can jump on any of the Doctor Strange runs, to be completely honest. All of them are crazy fun. Plus, they announced that they have officially cast America Chavez, or Miss America. So she's going to be popping up in Doctor Strange 2 as a bit of a cameo. So if you want to read up on her, read America Volume 1, or you can read Young Avengers, the complete collection that we've got. She's part of that team. That's just a really freaking good graphic novel series collected into one big paperback. McKelvey and Gillen, so good. Jump on it. I have to try and rush through this because otherwise it's going to be a really long video. They then also teased a little bit of Spider-Man stuff. Obviously the casting of that's been crazy. If you haven't read Spider-Verse, freaking read it. What If? Again, multiverse stuff. We can try and order them for you. There are classic complete collections of the original What If comic series. Check them out. They're crazy fun. They're so good. Alternate universe stuff. Who doesn't want it? They then showed off a trailer of Falcon and Winter Soldier. It looks really cool. I'm liking the dynamic they've got there. If you want to read up on where they might be at in this, Winter Soldier's Brubaker run, we've got the complete collection that we can get in. So that's Winter Soldier side of it. Falcon side of it, really good run would actually be all new Captain America, in which Sam Wilson takes on the role of Captain America. And that's what they're coming to terms with in this series of what do they do now that they don't have Cap. Endgame spoilers. Jumping around a bit now, I'm not following any kind of order. I have a Google Doc that I made. It's crazy. Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four, finally coming to the MCU. They teased it with a little announcement at the end of one of their press conferences. I think it was last year, where they also teased X-Men, Mahershala Ali as Blade. Fantastic Four, it's going to be directed by John Watts, who's the director of the more recent Spider-Man films that are actually in the MCU. If you like those, he's going to be directing the new Fantastic Four. That's all they announced. They showed a logo, that was it. Read any Fantastic Four. The most recent run's really good. Go back, read some of the classic stuff. It's just exciting to get Marvel's first family in with everyone else to play around. It's going to be very exciting. I hope they do some really wacky stuff with it. But we'll see. Maybe they'll cast Chris Evans again as another superhero. I don't know. No, they won't. She-Hulk, Disney Plus series coming. If you don't know about She-Hulk, you should. Quite an interesting character, to be honest. You know how Matt Murdock, Daredevil, lawyer? Well, she's a lawyer too. Only she's over 6 foot tall, big, tough green woman. And she's trying to deal with that and try and be successful. What you should be reading in the lead up to it, 2 great jumping on points. She-Hulk, her run from 2004, I believe by a slot. She-Hulk from 2016 onwards. Really great series. Go check them out. One of my absolute faves of more recently, Ms. Marvel, getting a Disney Plus series. Showed off a little bit of a teaser of that, like the casting of it and everything, and it's super wholesome. Oh my god, it's the sweetest thing. But it's so good to see that this is happening. The Ms. Marvel series is coming. You should be reading Ms. Marvel anyway, but if you haven't, Ms. Marvel Volume 1 from 2014, the start, and it's excellent. Or you can just jump on the more recent run as well. We try to keep both of them in the shop. They're so good, and I will recommend them to absolutely everyone. They are great fun. But they also announced she's also then going to be appearing in Captain Marvel 2 alongside Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. So check out Ms. Marvel team up. Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel. One of the other big looks that we got at something, Disney Plus's series Loki. Tom Hiddleston is back after his stunt in Endgame, is now dimension and time hopping, and he's got to kind of deal with the repercussions of that. He's going to have some wacky adventures. It looks Super cool. They even throw in a Vote Loki tease at the end. You have to read Vote Loki. And the Loki 2019 run, jump on it. Great fun. If you want to get your Loki fix before Loki comes out to Disney Plus, jump on one of these. One of the toughest moments that Kevin Feige had in this presentation, the mentioning of Chadwick Boseman's passing. It was really sad. It was absolutely horrible this year. One thing they did want to focus on was that they want to honor how important Chadwick Boseman was to Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther when you think about Black Panther. They're honoring that. They're not recasting T'Challa. We'll see what they do. Ryan Coogler is working on Black Panther 2 at the moment. It's more so going to explore Wakanda and all the characters that we met in the first movie. And everyone's assuming that they're going to make Shuri Black Panther or one of the other main casts from Black Panther. They're going to take on the mantle of Black Panther. Let's be real. So if you want to jump on Shuri as Black Panther or just see more Wakanda stuff, read Black Panther from 2009. That is where we first see Shuri don the title of Black Panther. If you want a more modern story, Shuri. It's just Shuri. It's really good. Okay, this was a really, really big one, and I was not expecting it. No, we were expecting it. If you watch Spider-Man Far From Home, the final end credits sequence, they reveal that Nick Fury throughout the whole film has actually just been Talos, the Skrull, played by Ben Mendelsohn, and the fact that Nick Fury is actually just up in space with the Skrulls doing stuff was a big tease, obviously, to some major thing with the Skrulls. And one of the most major things with the Skrulls in the comics, Secret Invasion. Massive crossover comic. If you haven't read Secret Invasion, read it. Because that's the series they're doing. It's just Secret Invasion with Nick Fury and Talos the Skrull. It's going to be exploring the Skrulls. I mean, read Secret Invasion. It's freaking cool. Ooh, another one of the modern ones that I absolutely love, Ironheart. They are doing an Ironheart series. They cast it and everything. If you haven't read up on Ironheart before, read Invincible Iron Man when she gets revealed. So it's Invincible Iron Man, Ironheart. And then if you've read that, or if you just want to jump straight into her series, go ahead and read Ironheart. Absolutely love it. It's so good. This is definitely one that I wasn't expecting. We're getting Armor Wars. Armor Wars, big Iron Man run. If you want to read it, they're trying to get it back in print. We don't have it at the moment. I'm sure within the next year, while it's in pre-production, Marvel should get on the ball and actually print it again. People are going to want to read it. So check that out when we do have it. Now, Thor, Love and Thunder, I believe is filming in Australia at the moment or just recently finished. We know that we're getting Natalie Portman as Jane Foster back in. Gonna be Thor. But not only that, they also revealed that Christian Bale, who they cast in the film earlier, is going to be playing Gore the God Butcher. Now, if you haven't read Jason Aaron's Thor run, this is the time. You need to read Jason Aaron's Thor run. Not only is it so good, it's where you're going to meet all of these characters and see them play out in amazing ways. Plus, I absolutely love Jane Foster as Thor. So good. Another random one I wasn't expecting, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania, I believe is how it is. I don't know, it's a weird title. Ant-Man, third Ant-Man movie. If you want something to read before this comes out, jump on Ant-Man and the Wasp from 2019, the comic series. Also, The Unstoppable Wasp is a great series, great fun. All right, I think that is it. I tried my best to get all of it down and condense it into one little video, just so I break it down, give you guys some suggestions. But remember, they are working on Blade with Mahershala Ali, and they teased X-Men last time. So as a final little wrap up, maybe you should read some Blade stuff. I mean, or just go watch the old Blade movies. But if you want to read something Blade, Blood and Chaos is something that we can actually order in. But if you want good X-Men stuff, everyone at Greenlight has been raving about House of X, Powers of X. I think I'm one of the few in the shop who hasn't read it yet. Apparently, it is so good, according to Nick, who busted into the shop, questioned me if I had read it yet, and I hadn't, and I felt bad. But I'm going to, with heaps of copies of it. So jump in and get it, because it is apparently super duper good as an X-Men story. We do have a bunch of other cool X-Men stuff in as well. X-Men 92 just came in. We got a bunch of cool stuff. That is it, I think, for the Marvel stuff. There was a little bit of Star Wars stuff. If you've been watching Mandalorian and you want more Mandalorian feeling stuff, Bounty Hunters just came out in a trade paperback. Jump on Bounty Hunters, little mini series, just following a bunch of the Bounty Hunters from Star Wars. Pretty cool. I also love the new covers that they're doing for the Star Wars trade paperbacks. Excellent stuff. They look like the old action figures. That's a good call. They announced Ahsoka is getting her own Disney Plus series with Rosario Dawson. We're getting a Rogue One spin-off series with Cassian Andor. We're getting a series, Rangers of the New Republic. We're getting a Clone Wars series spin-off, Bad Batch. This looks really cool. Absolutely love what they're doing with this. I'm up for anything more from Clone Wars. They announced a crazy sounding series, which is going to be short films for each one, done by Japanese anime creators, called Star Wars Visions. So that should be really interesting to see Star Wars in a bit of an anime style. They could do some really cool stuff with that. They did also give us more details on Kenobi. We know Ewan McGregor's coming back for, but they just announced that Hayden Christensen is coming back to play Anakin / Darth Vader, which is craziness. Go back and read Anakin and Obi-Wan. More importantly, jump on the Vader series, any of the Vader series to be honest, because all of them lately have been really good. Also, you're going to get introduced to Dr. Aphra, who people are rumoring that they might want to do a series with or a movie with in the future. She's a really popular character. They also announced something called The Acolyte, which is like a mystery thriller that's set back in the end of the High Republic times, with like Old Republic, High Republic, like they changed the name in canon, which is fun. If you want to get in the mood for that, the new Star Wars series coming out from the High Republic, check it out. There's a bunch of new stuff they're doing. They're doing books, but they're mainly doing a comic series. And it's just great to finally get some new canon for the Old Republic, because the Old Republic was freaking crazy. They're also doing a Lando series, so read the paperback of Lando. And finally, Patty Jenkins is doing a Rogue Squadron movie. Holy so excited for this. But that is it. That's all the news that I can think of from the Disney investors meeting that they did today. It's like a 4-hour live stream. If you want to read up on a bunch of the Disney stuff, go check that out. But shoot us a message if you actually want us to order in any of these, or if you want to see if we've got something in stock, or come pop into the shop. Christmas is around the corner. We hope that you guys have managed to get through this year, and hey, this makes me excited, so I hope it gets you guys excited for what's to come. So yeah, definitely keep your eye out on the Greenlight Facebook and Instagram, and check out the website if you want to see more updates from any of these things coming up, as well as any new comics that are actually on their way. Thanks for watching. I'm your new staff member at Greenlight, Brayden. I'm the baby of the group.